This is Dr. Hoby Wedler, chemist, educator, sensory expert, and entrepreneur. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do and why accessibility is important to you?
First of all, I'm so excited to be working with you guys on this wonderful conference that you're putting together. I think it's a brilliant and noble idea to really highlight accessibility. I have been blind since birth, and I work as a scientist and entrepreneur every day. So my main work is in the food and beverage industry. I'm a product development consultant, and I host truly blindfolded food and beverage experiences that allow us to really engage in our other senses when we're not distracted by eyesight. So we're not using the blindfold to play some game or create any gimmick or anything like that. We're really using it to not have that distraction of eyesight, because when we think about it, eyesight is very distracting. I also run a creative marketing agency called SensePoint. We're the only, to the best of our knowledge, the only blind run agency in the world. And let me tell you, accessibility, technological accessibility, and just accessibility in general is crucial because I don't work with a lot of assistants. I do pretty much all my work on my own. I might need to get assistance filling a form out or doing something like that. But to me, accessibility is so important because it's the only those times when something isn't accessible that I need assistance, and that just creates a lot of inefficiency.
Can you give us a little teaser or sneak peek of your keynote?
Absolutely. Thank you. That's a fun question, and I'm so excited to be doing this. And one of the things that I'm going to be talking a little bit about is my work, a little bit about how my childhood and how I came to where I am today, and then really talk about some crucial mindsets that help anyone challenge themselves and achieve success. And really this whole idea of how we can turn something that a lot of people see as a disadvantage, like blindness, actually into a game-changing advantage in this sighted world that we live in. So I'm beyond thrilled to be able to talk about that and really address those topics with the audience and get people excited about what they can do that they don't necessarily think they can do. And I know this conference is about accessibility, but I really want my presentation to unlock hidden potentials that people didn't even know they had.
What should participants plan to take away from your keynote?
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't I answered it a little bit, but really to me, the biggest takeaway for me is this whole idea that we can do anything with the right mindset. If you open your mind and believe in yourself that something is possible, you can make it possible. And I think this way of thinking, this line of thinking, is not only important for students, but also very important for professors and staff members and anyone living in this world and involved with WSU Tech in any way. The point is, and the idea behind what I'm saying here, and this mindset that really anything is possible if you have an open mind and a sense of optimism, is that we can share this with the students that we work with, this idea, but we can also use it to propel ourselves forward and live limitless lives in any way we can. And I'm not saying that my life is limitless. I definitely feel my limits and know my limits, but I feel like I allow myself to do a lot of things that I didn't necessarily even think I could do because I have an open mindset.
Anything else you would like to share with us?
Yeah, just briefly, I think it's important that we all come with an open mind and ready to learn at this great conference that's happening, and just allow yourselves, and not necessarily through my talk. I appreciate it through my talk as well, but allow yourselves just to come and take in all the information that you're learning, and be able to bring that back. Not just, okay, we've learned about accessibility, today in early June, but we take what we learn and we embrace it across our work and utilize it for both our success and the success of our students for months and years to come. So just come to any meeting with an open mindset and a can-do attitude and embrace change. If there's something you're doing that you think, oh, might not be quite as accessible as it could be, embrace the fact that, hey, by changing this, we're actually making the world better, not just for people with disabilities, but we're making it better for everyone. And I really think it's a good and important message to share that when we think about the world of accessibility and this topic of accessibility, we often think, yeah, so we do all this extra work, but we're only helping a small group of students who might have disabilities, visual disabilities, whatever the case may be, visual in my case. But what I've realized is that when I embody accessibility and when I think about making something accessible, I am helping so many more people than just those with disabilities. When we make something accessible, we really help everyone. And there will be an example of this, a really telling example of this in my presentation, which I will save the details of for now, but you'll hear me chat about this more in June.